I generally use 3 different chord shape inversions. And what I mean by that is, say you're taking chords from the 6th string down. Well, it's kind of this E major shape. If you picture an E major here, right? The open string, if you moved that up and wanted to make an A chord, you still have this E shape, but now your first finger is on what is called the root note, and it makes it an A chord, but you still have this E shape, okay? Carrying on with that same theme, we have an A chord here, right? But what we can do is flatten out our third finger and use our movable capo right here. And now, say if I take it to the 5th fret, it's a D chord, but it's that A shape. Same thing with D, okay? We can take this D shape and move it all over the neck. So if we move this D shape up and play from the G string down, up a whole step, now we're at an E chord. Now the same thing applies to these E shape, what an E minor chord looks like. It's the same thing. Let's get into this song. It's my favorite Hendrix style track ever. I love this style, and it's a huge part of my playing. So let's dive into it. The chords are A major, and this, I'm going to use all the E shape versions of these chords. Okay? Then, if we were going to go to the next chord, which would be an E major, we'd have to do a little traveling. We could go here, or to open position E here. Okay, so we have 2 options. Same chord shape, though. Next, if we kept with this E shape version of all the chords, we would be going to F sharp minor here. And then we'd have to travel to the 10th fret to get to the D chord. Now, the next time around the chord progression, it's essentially the same thing, with the exception we switch out a G chord where the D chord was. So it would be... Okay, and at the end of the track, I go up to a B minor chord, back to our D chord. Okay, now that's all the E shape versions of the chord. We can do the exact same thing with the A shape versions of the chord as well. A here, E here, F sharp minor here, D here. Okay, here, here, F sharp minor, and then our G's just up a half step. Okay, now we go back, or sorry, here, and I can go down to our B minor down here. Okay, now those are 2 of the inversions, right? So we have the E and the A. You would do the same thing for the D. Now our A chord's up here, right? Our E chord's down at the 4th fret. Our F sharp minor is here, and then our D's down here. Okay, now when you're using this shape to find the root note, it's going to be located on the B string, and then you just make this shape major or minor. Now the same thing with each of these chords, right? If we're at the A shape, obviously whatever note is the root note on our A string, like here, right? That's our D. So you find it that way. If you want a D chord, you know that your D note is here, and then your A shape is behind it. Same thing up here. We got our E shape. If I want the G chord, I just find the G note up here. So knowing where the root note is and how to quickly find each one of those different chord inversions all over the neck is really going to help.